If you're in love with someone and want them to love you back, you have to show him how much you care about him. While this may sound like common sense, it's something that plenty of people forget about when they're trying to win their lover's heart over. But that doesn't mean it has to be difficult. If you just remember these 10 ways to make him fall madly in love with you, he'll have no choice but to reciprocate your feelings. 1. Cook for him. A great way to make a man fall madly in love with you is by cooking for him. Cooking a meal for someone is not only romantic, but it's also an expression of care. Here are some easy recipes you can cook at home that will be sure to make him fall madly in love with you. Beef bourguignon. In this recipe, beef and bacon are cooked together until the meat is tender and flavorful before adding wine and other ingredients to create a rich sauce. Creamy corn chowder. Creamy corn chowder has just the right balance of sweet and salty flavor. The soup starts with bacon, which adds extra saltiness. 2. Give him a massage. The quickest way to make your man fall madly in love with you is by giving him a massage. This may sound like an odd strategy, but it will get the ball rolling and help you find the perfect way to romance him. You'll be able to see what he likes and dislikes about how his partner does this for him, so you can develop your own style. One thing to keep in mind, don't just give him a 5-minute, quickie rub-down. He needs 20 minutes of complete focus for it to have any effect. In addition, spend some time on foreplay before moving on to actual sex or romance. 3. Write him a heartfelt letter. I want you to fall madly in love with me. It may sound crazy, but I've seen others have success with this approach. The first thing that I would like to do is spend time getting to know you better. We can go out and do things together or talk on the phone. I want us both to feel free and comfortable being ourselves. This will help us build a friendship and give us the opportunity for a long-lasting relationship that we'll cherish forever as husband and wife. 4. Do something that he's always wanted to do. In order to make a lasting relationship with your partner, you need to be willing to do something they've always wanted. For example, my husband has been talking about going on an African safari for years, and I'm finally planning one for his birthday this year. We'll be able to share the experience together and take photos that we can cherish for years. If you have some time off work, plan a weekend getaway or go camping with him. If he's interested in photography, take a class together and make it fun by challenging each other to capture photos of things like flowers or animals. 5. Get along with his friends and family. You may be thinking that the best way to make him fall in love with you is by being his perfect partner, but it might be more effective if you first get along with his friends and family. In fact, one of the most important things about any long-term relationship is how well you get along with each other's friends and family. It will be much easier for him to fall madly in love with you if he already feels like he has a support system behind him. Some research shows that people who live longer-lasting relationships usually have friendships or even family members they can count on. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you need to hang out all the time. Just showing up at his friend's birthday party or attending your own parents' wedding can go a long way towards making him fall in love with you and strengthen your bond as husband and wife. 6. Be supportive. It can feel like the odds are stacked against you when you're trying to make your guy fall madly in love with you. After all, we all know that it's not easy for a man to commit to a long-term relationship. But if you truly want a lasting relationship, there are some tried and true methods that have been proven time and time again. Commit to being supportive of him, show an interest in his passions outside of what you two do together, try new things he likes even if they seem too out there for you. These little gestures will go a long way towards making him fall madly in love with you. 7. Be yourself. In a long-term relationship, it is important that you are your authentic self. Be honest about what you want and how you feel. Communicate with each other, and try not to play games or manipulate one another. These are the keys to a lasting relationship. The best part? They all start with being yourself. 8. Be confident. If you are looking for a long-term relationship, lasting relationship, then it is important that you are confident and take the time to learn more about him. If he has a hobby, find out more about his hobbies and talk about things that interest him. Be honest with yourself and don't try to be someone else, just be yourself. When dating or getting into a long-term relationship, it is important to find what works for you, so have fun and make sure your partner knows that they have your undivided attention. Have some quality alone time, Try setting aside some alone time where there are no distractions so you can get creative or work on an idea without distraction from friends, family or other obligations. 9. Be positive. A lasting relationship with a man is something that every woman desires. Long-term relationships can be difficult and require work, but the rewards are worth it. No matter how many ways you think about it, men are not that complicated, and there are some definite tricks you can use to capture their attention. Here are 10 ways that will not only make him fall madly in love with you, but keep him there for the long haul. Loyalty. Lying is never an option when building trust in your relationship. Be loyal and faithful, even if he's not treating you well at times. Respect. Men have a tendency to get what they want by being demanding, but showing them respect sets up boundaries early on in your relationship. Communication. The more open communication there is between partners, the better off they'll both be. Men feel safe when they know where they stand with their partner. 10. Flirt with him. You can get a guy to fall in love with you by flirting with him. Flirting is all about making him feel special and different from the other guys. It's all about playful teasing and not letting the conversation get too serious. Tease him, make fun of him, and be passionate with your opinions so he knows that you're not just giving him lip service. Avoid sounding too needy or desperate because then it will turn into a long-term relationship or lasting relationship. Bonus ways. Laugh with him. When you laugh with your partner, it triggers mirror neurons and makes him feel closer. In other words, it creates a lasting relationship. Here are some ways to make him fall madly in love with you. 1. Laugh with him as often as possible. 2. Playfully tease him and make jokes at his expense. 3. Compliment him on his qualities, even the ones that seem small or insignificant. 4. Be there for him when he needs emotional support. 5. Speak from the heart when you talk about what matters to both of you. 6. Share goals together and agree on which one is more important to work on first. 7. Resolve conflicts before they escalate. 8. Keep the lines of communication open by discussing problems instead of avoiding them or pretending they don't exist. 9. Be open-minded to new experiences that may be different than things you're used to doing together. 10. Remain committed to each other in spite of inevitable changes like having children or getting older. Cry with him. It's easy to fall in love with someone. It's even easier when you're completely smitten after a long, deep, and lasting relationship. But what happens when he starts pulling away or doesn't want a serious commitment? What if you've been together for years and he suddenly wants out? It hurts like hell, but it's not the end of the world. Here are 10 ways to make him fall madly in love with you again. 1. Be present. 2. Express yourself. 3. Play hard to get. 4. Talk about your hopes, dreams and goals. These things show that you have something going on besides the two of you, and they will keep him interested. 5. Show interest in his friends and family because this tells him that he is important to you. If he needs space, give it to him, don't fight him. If he wants more time alone, let him go. At some point during the break, do something small to show your affection and appreciation. 6. Cook his favorite meal. 7. Buy his favorite dessert. 8. Get him a souvenir from where you went on vacation together. When he comes back around, take care of yourself, eat right and exercise, so that you can stay healthy while also feeling confident as well as happy in your own skin. 9. Get a new haircut, outfit or hairstyle, which shows that you took the time to care for yourself. And lastly, hold off on sex until he realizes how much he really loves you. As soon as he sees how committed you are, there won't be any doubt left in his mind about how much you really mean to him. Take an interest in his hobbies. If you want to know how to make him fall madly in love with you, then it's important that you take an interest in his hobbies. This way, he'll feel appreciated and have someone who understands him. Plus, it will show him that you have a long-term relationship mindset and are interested in the lasting relationship he wants. He won't be able to resist falling for you if you're willing to work on something together. Enjoy quiet time with him. Surround yourself with his favorite things, learn about his childhood and bring up memories from your past that he's shown an interest in. Try to make a long-term relationship last by being open with him, connecting on a deep level and having fun together. Remember, Lasting relationships take time and effort, so use these tips to make him fall madly in love with you. In the end, if all else fails, be yourself. Spend time with him, talk to him and tell him everything that's going on in your life. If there's something you want to do, go ahead and do it, even if it means cancelling plans sometimes or putting more energy into the relationship than he does at first. At some point, hopefully soon, you will notice that he is changing for the better because of how much better this makes you feel. As I've said before, lasting relationships are not easy and they don't just happen, they require work. So put in the work now and enjoy the benefits later.